Sports are on the chopping block in Chesapeake. The superintendent says that move would save the school system about $650,000. 10 on your side's Ann McNamara sat down with the superintendent today. And Ann, why is he doing this?
Well, Dr. Jim Roberts says the main problem here is state funding or lack thereof, so he decided that he needs to make drastic cuts in his budget, and he said this really comes down to saving jobs or saving sports.
This is drastic in my opinion. We should not be doing this.
Chesapeake School Superintendent Jim Roberts proposed cutting sports from the city's 10 middle schools in next year's budget. Roberts says the school system has been fighting the inevitable for the last 4 years, paying for sports with different state stimulus and jobs funds. But this year, Roberts says the money won't be there, and sports might not either.
Primarily coaches' salaries, pay for officials, and the things that cost to run a middle school sports program.
The plan is already resonating with parents and grandparents of children in the school system. At this deli across from Great Bridge Middle School, Susie Miller says she can't believe it.
Sports are phenomenal. You've got to give kids an interest other than school and hanging out.
Miller's granddaughters both grew up in Chesapeake schools and played on different teams. She believes there is a better way to balance the budget.
We spend so much money on things that aren't necessary, but you invest in your families.
And while the superintendent says cutting sports was not his first choice, he also adds cutting teachers instead is simply not an option.
We sat down around this table months ago and started looking at things that we could live with and could live without to save jobs, because we don't want to cut any more teaching positions, and this was one of the options.
Very important here, the superintendent has also requested $9 million from the state, $4 million from the city. He's not sure if he'll get that, as much as that, or less, so there's a lot of wiggle room. This is just the beginning of the budget process. This is not set in stone. Next step for this proposal is March 11th. It's a school board meeting, and that is where they will find out if the school board approves this sports cutting proposal. Live in Chesapeake, I'm Ann McNamara, 10 on your side.